Hello orienteering friends, welcome to the race recording. This is a M45 category. It's a long distance course and it's a very nice area, especially now during the autumn. There is a lot of, I don't know, oak maybe, so a lot of leaves, a lot of colors. Yeah, I enjoyed this forest very much. And now to the first control, as you can see, pretty easy, almost all the way along this small path, and then like 100 meters to the right to that stone. So yeah, you can either enjoy these colors or just skip to that there. So yeah, I was a bit lucky because there was a runner in front of me, that young boy who was going to the same control, so I sort of had a lead. Now to the second control, that was a long leg. I took the bearing and I tried to run as straight as possible. I was also trying not to lose elevation, which I think might have been a mistake, because then I didn't follow the line precisely. And another thing that happened, you know, I had some sort of a plan at first. I wanted to go to that narrow right that is here. I will mark it. But as I was running and you know, diverting, I ended up at a place where I sort of got lost, and you know, maybe I don't know what was I focusing on, but I kind of lost the initial plan in my head, and like probably lost focus, kind of, and I couldn't decide which way to go. Especially here in this place, I sort of lost some sense of orientation, maybe because you know, there is this like semi-runnable forest, and then there is this small stream, and suddenly I wasn't able to, you know, focus on some point in front of me that would like function as a lead, and yeah, I started diverting too much. I remember at this place I wasn't so sure where am I exactly, so I was kind of confused, and probably here I lost that sense of direction, which way I want to go. But most importantly, I think I lost like the sense of my location. I wasn't able to locate myself on the map. I saw this control, I was thinking this looks like a significant tree, but then I was not able to locate that tree on the map. Here was some sort of track, it looked like some sort of path, but I wasn't able to see that path, and it didn't make sense. So then I continued, but as I said, I kind of lost the sense of direction, so now you can see that I'm diverting a lot, and mainly because I didn't know the location, my location on the map. So here this is like a semi-runnable forest, but I wasn't able to identify this forest on the map, to be honest. So probably I thought that I'm more to the left. Then I passed through this bit of forest, thicker forest, and here the place opened up, and I started looking in the map and trying to locate myself. I saw that there is a small hill, but I wasn't able to see it on the map here. I was very unsure. Then I noticed that there is this gamekeeper stand, or yeah, how do you call that? So I was going there, and I thought, and I still at this point I still wasn't sure where am I on the map. I wasn't able to find myself on the map. I was looking for this gamekeeper post, and now I asked this girl, and basically around the same time I found myself, but I was still going in the direction that I had set up in my head. I didn't reorient myself. I don't know why. I think I should have gone more to the left now, you know, or come up with some other plan and get to that big road at least, you know, that is on my left. Here again I'm checking the map, and I wasn't sure. This looked like a track to me, and it wasn't it. And again I felt lost here. You can see how I'm looking around and, you know, going somewhere without clear. This was also kind of confusing to me, because this looked like a road. There were tracks on the ground, and I couldn't find this road, you know. So again, I continued running. I came to this a significant stone. We call them milník. And again, I was not able to, like, figure out which one is it, because there were more of them. And this looked like some sort of path, but again, as I said, I wasn't sure which path is it. So I just followed this path, and then came to this stone and some forking of the paths, and I actually thought that now I'm coming to the significant stone before, and here is another one, and I thought that it's the one before that. So I wasn't very sure where am I, and here on my right side that looked like a road or a path, but it wasn't there. Then there was this path in this direction, and I was orienting my map, thinking which way to go, and I wasn't really sure, where am I at this point. So I lost a lot of time here. Finally, I decided to go this way, and I thought, if I'm going the correct direction, which according to the compass I should have been going the right direction, I should cross that bigger road, and then I will know where am I. So now I finally approached this bigger road, and I knew where am I, so I just continued straight, and I was like, okay, now I'm just hit the gas, run as fast as you can, get to that narrow ride or a small path that goes like 90 degrees to the left from this path, and then to your control. So now I was kind of saved, but as you saw, I lost a lot of time by relocating and thinking. That was approximately a minute lost, maybe a minute and a half, and then obviously I lost a lot of time just going the longer way around. So this was not a very stellar performance here, so not so proud of it. Yeah, and from this point I think I've been doing all right, but this wasn't a bright spot of this race. Now you can skip to control 2 if you want, if you wish. As you saw, the attack of the control was pretty easy. I was orienting myself according to those other stones, and yeah, it was okay. Now to this third control, I just took a bearing and ran straight down to the valley, across this stream. Here it looked really nice. It was like kind of magical place. And then yeah, I ran around this small non-runnable forest just to, you know, avoid vegetation. Ended up below another non-runnable forest, actually right below my control, but you know, I wasn't going straight up through the non-runnable forest. I'd rather avoid it. I should have ran a little bit further. Here there were a lot of branches, but the slope was so steep I wouldn't be able to run anyways, so I just walked uphill and followed the vegetation boundary, and then basically just below the top I turned right to my control. It will take me probably 2 minutes to get there now, so you can speed it up or, you know, whatever, skip to control 3 if you want. So right around here I thought, okay, I'm at this small clearing, so the control should be right next to me. So I was blocked a little bit by the vegetation, but yeah, this was the first stone, and I was like, okay, maybe it's a little bit further. So yeah, I went a little bit further. There it was. So not a big difficulty here. And then to control number 4, I could have passed through this non-runnable forest, but I rather avoid it because usually I hurt my eye and with the branches of the trees. So I went around. This was, you know, again a steep slope up, so it was probably slower than just passing through this small forest, non-runnable forest. And now the control 4 was just, you know, straight down. Here I'm probably taking a bearing, so that's why why it's taking so long, but I think it was easy. The contours were readable here, so yeah. Control 5 was a little bit of decision making process for me, because I could go straight across the hill or go around the hill. As you can see from the map, I decided to go and cross the hill. It was it was tight. I think because I can be a fast runner, I would have been a little bit faster going around the hill, to be honest. But probably not that much. When compared to other runners, I noticed that they gained, those who ran around and were faster than me, they gained like 20 seconds at most, maybe 25. I might be wrong, but at the end it wasn't that much. So I think I could have pushed it a little bit and be there faster, but not so much. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, the fastest runner on this leg was actually going the same way as I did. He just was more physically capable and faster than me. So he was there, as I said, around 30 seconds faster. He was there first, and then the next runner was like 22 or 23 seconds faster than I was. So actually going across the hill wasn't a bad idea. It was actually very tight. And at this point in the race, I felt quite okay. I felt like, yeah, I can still pull it off. So that's why I decided to go across this hill. And it's very nice. It was very nice here. So I enjoyed the walk uphill. It was possible to run here and there, but you know, I wasn't really pushing it to the limit, because I still had some race in front of me. And then when I reached the top, I used the vegetation boundaries of the non-runnable forests to reach control number 5. Honestly, it was a little bit more difficult to reach it or to attack it than for the guys who went all the way around the hill, because they just ended up right next to control 5 on that small path. I had to cross those non-runnable forests, but I was quite good in keeping my orientation, so I got there no problem. Now to this next control, yeah, I basically crossed this little stream as far as I remember, and then got to, there was like a wet erosion, so I followed that one. Also, this guy in front of me looked like my category, so I was kind of following him, to be honest. Here I'm already in that small erosion, and I thought, okay, this is it, so I just followed this line and I should reach my control. And actually at this point I saw the control in front of me. It was a refreshment station, so yeah, I just ran there. And then from control 6 to control 7 I took a bearing, but basically I had two runners in front of me. This one guy who didn't even took a refreshment, and then some girl, so I followed them, and I had no issue finding the control because I had these runners in front of me. The only thing I remember, it was a slight confusion because my eyesight is not so good, and I thought this looks like there is some kind of clearing, or you know, I mistaken the brown, the thicker brown with a yellow one, and I thought there is a clearing, and I wasn't able to see the significant tree mark in the map, so I was thinking that I'm running to some kind of clearing or a path or whatever, so it was kind of a surprise that it's actually a significant tree. Control number 8, yeah, so again took a bearing. That guy basically disappeared for me because he was faster. Crossed this semi-runnable forest to the path and then to that junction, and from there I wanted to follow that vegetation boundary of some kind of non-runnable forest and then get to the stone that is there. It was a bit tricky, bit difficult for me to read the vegetation there, and here I was deciding if I will go straight or around, but I think the decision to go around along the path here was good. So yeah, and then I passed through some part that was like non-runnable, and it was like blinding my view to the distance, so that was kind of confusing and slowed me down. Yeah, so I wasn't particularly fast to get to control number 8, but then there were other things like that clearing which was visible, and I thought, so I must be at I must be close to that stone. It must be somewhere in my direction. So I just followed that and get to control 8. To control 9, I think it was a similar story. At first I took bearing, I was able to follow that bearing quite well, but then somehow I got confused by vegetation and maybe some other features there, and I wasn't 100% sure about my location on the map at that point. So I diverted from the original course and ended up a little bit too far to the right from my control. Here probably what was difficult for me was to read the vegetation boundary, and I got through the forest to this clearing here, and I identified these two stones on the clearing, and that kind of helped me to get back to the track, reorient myself and get to control number 9. Obviously I lost couple seconds, 10, 15, I don't know, but I found the control and didn't lose much time here. And now to control 10, again it was a long leg crossing the mountain here, and again I was struggling with kind of reading the map and you know, deciding which way to go. At the end I decided to cross the mountain, but here I should have gone this direction more to the left, just around this very shallow valley, and I didn't identify this possibility, to be honest, and I got kind of lost in the vegetation here. The patches of runnable and non-runnable forest kind of made me confused and uncertain. Then this narrow ride also was very badly readable for me, and as you can see here, I took a wrong turn and went to the right instead to the left, so again a little bit of loss. Now I got back to that that junction where I was before, so at this point I was certain about my location, and then just followed the roads here, and yeah, I will speed it up, and once I will cross the mountain, I will try to comment a little bit more. So yeah, here when I was going downhill, I saw this building and I was like, where is the building on the map? And it was actually marked as a feeder on the map, so that was kind of confusing. But honestly, I ended up in this, again, kind of magical place. It was really nice here. I loved it. I was like, okay, this is so beautiful here. But my plan was to get to that vehicle road and then decide. Once I got here, I saw the hill, I saw the slope, and I was like, oh no, I'm not going uphill. So I decided to go along the ridge through this shallow valley. I think I could have continued along this road uphill, but it seemed like a longer route, so I just went into this valley and went uphill all the way along it to my control number 10. Obviously I was looking continuously on my right to count the rocks and you know, count the stones there. So basically that led me up to my control. So again, you can speed it up here. It will take me another 2-3 minutes to get there. Actually, I will speed it up. And as I was closing into my control here, I also saw some runners getting to my control, so that was again kind of easy to locate now. And now control number 11, yeah, well, going around the hill along the contour made most of the sense to me, but then again it was in the slope, so I was like, nah, I will just kind of cross it here. So I was climbing up a little bit. I got basically on, not on the top of this mountain, but at this more runnable part now, and then followed the edge of this clearing and to this small cliff. There were these stones, these big stones, basically rocks, so that kind of, I'm not sure if helped, but I was orienting myself to them at first, and then I saw some runners there, so I followed the lead to them. Actually, I think I was checking this first stone, if it is, if the control is there, but obviously it wasn't. And here comes another long leg. Here, since I was already almost at the top and there was a lot of these branches lying, I think that kind of made my decision to go to those roads and follow along. Again, probably not the best route choice here, and I had to, you know, like compensate for the distance with the speed here. It would have been faster to go down the valley. Not visible on the map here, but yeah, you can see that if I would have been more careful on reading contours and map, it would be more beneficial and shorter for me to go more to the left through the valleys, through the forest, to that main valley where is the vehicle road, and then along that vehicle road here I'm basically going around one of the valleys, which I could have gone just down, and then getting back to like a proper course. But more or less I followed this line, and then at the end, after I got to those small ponds, I decided to go around that hill and climb up to number 12. Yeah, maybe I should have started my climb a little bit earlier than I did, but yeah, it seemed a little bit more easier for me to go all the way around. Whatever. Now I will speed it up. There was also a thought in my head that maybe I could, you know, go more straightish and get like to the ponds in slightly a different more a way that it goes to the right, let's say, but I didn't do that. It was too difficult from the orientation point of view for me, and I was probably tired, so it was easier to just run. So I will now speed it up. Now to control number 12. Again, I saw that guy who I met at control 6 or 7. So I took bearing. That bearing was basically pointing to the direction of that guy, so that was easy. And yeah, once I crossed this small stream, I got to the path that goes on the other side, passed through some vegetation, some non-runnable forests, and yeah, kinda got to that guy, and together we found the control. There I was more focused and I was able to read the vegetation and like compare it to map, so I actually was quite confident at this point. Yeah, now to control 14, yeah, basically just follow the vegetation boundary, got to the path, and then along that bigger path, and yeah, went straight to control 14 when it seemed runnable there. So yeah, it wasn't difficult, it was easy, and yeah, I enjoyed the whole race, to be honest, even with the mistakes that I did. But yeah, it the navigation didn't seem so difficult to me, and the forest was beautiful, so yeah, from that point I really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. And there is one more race coming, and then it will be end of the season for us here. But I will try to record also the trainings that I will take part, so yeah, don't you can still follow me and be ready for videos. And yeah, see you, bye.